Thanks for stopping by for another in-field review of a Mars Fire Osprey. Let's cut to some demonstration in the field, then we'll come back here and I'll explain the knife to you. So with just my Osprey here, I've got a nice sturdy tripod. I could use this for side of a shelter if I want to put a pole across it. I could hang something straight from it to boil water. I've made myself a nice little hook so we can hook up some baling wire to there and hang your pot, or you work that another way around. There's another way to have a part interact with there and you hang your pot from here. I've got a nice hook I could be using in conjunction with this, and I've got some hot tongs here. So if I'm getting some hot out of the fire, moving things around, maybe flipping meat, something like that, I've got a good way to do that. So all from one tree and all done with just one Mars Fire Osprey. All right, well that was fun. I'm excited to show you another Mars Fire Osprey ready to go here. It is, like the others, differentially heat treated. This one's 1085 rather than 1095. And my performance tests have seen those two to be almost exactly the same when I put this convex grind on them. I have not noticed a difference between the two. So I tend to use whatever I have at the time. This one is 1084. We got the 4-inch blade, or rather the 3 3/4 inch blade. Nice taper there all the way to the tip, so you can do fine work with it. And you can see it's a distal taper because we're thinner back here. This gives it a nice balance, very comfortable to use, very comfortable to hold. The thing I like about the Osprey is it has a fairly flat edge. There's not too much curve at the end, so you maintain a lot of power when you're cutting towards the tip. That's great for skinning, that's great for cutting through hard materials, and that's great for, like we just saw, some bushcraft when you want to use the very tip of the knife. This one comes with 4 serrations. The buyer wanted that, and I think they look pretty good on there, and they work nicely if you want to initially cut through either fibrous or like really smooth material like plastic covering meat or tomato. Sometimes when you have lost your initial edge and your knife isn't razor sharp anymore, just a little bit of cutting with a serration will open up the skin and allow the blade to do its work as you'd like. Here's our palm, or rather thumb indentation there, so that's really nice and comfortable as you're using the knife to do various chores. Putting your thumb on there, it just feels really good. This works great. You can just see it just goes right into the hand. You can hold it nice and tight. feels like it works, feels perfect. The handle on this one is a red and black micarta, which I think looks pretty cool, especially out here when everything's kind of this rusty color. And then we've got a 1/4 inch lanyard rivet in the back and brass rivet in the front. Now, this is the knife that was originally designed for a United States Army Ranger. He used it for a number of years, still using it, 5 years, and he's gone through something like 6 survival schools with this knife. And so it's one of the models I really enjoy making, one of the ones that sells nicely. Again, it's because of that blade shape, because of that taper, this nice ergonomic handle that doesn't let you slip, the good grip on there, the overall durability, and of course the razor sharp convex edge that just keeps cutting and cutting and cutting, even when you would think it would be dull. I used one of these knives to cut a hole in my metal door the other day, installing a pet door, and the knife could still cut rope afterwards just fine. I was pretty impressed by that. So there is a pretty quick overview of an Osprey and what makes it special. These are light, but they're very durable. They're workhorses. They're going to cut better, as good as the finest kitchen knife, and yet they're as robust and sturdy as the toughest outdoor knife. If you get one, you will not regret it. Thanks for joining me for the quick in-field review of the Mars Fire Osprey. If you would like one of these, this plus a leather bonded Kydex sheath, which I haven't shown in this video, but you can see it in other videos, you can contact me at marsfireforge.com. That's where you can see this knife, other knives, or put in a custom order. I do fully custom knives, kind of like this accipiter here. Fully custom Bowie. It's mine. I like that one a lot. Or you can go to, just email me, marsfireforge@gmail.com. We can talk back and forth. I can make you a custom knife. You can also see my Instagram account at marsfireforge at Instagram. However you search on Instagram. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you would like an Osprey or other such knife, please let me know. I'd love to make you one. See you next time.